Every year, usually around the June, July, August, maybe even September time period, I usually encounter scenarios something along the lines of this. Hey man, I'm interested in starting my own universe mode, but do you think it's too late? WWE 2K18 is going to be coming out in a couple months. I'm not really going to be able to get much work done in that time. Do you think it's okay if I start making videos now, or should I wait for the new game to come out? And as you can probably tell by the title of this video, my answer is always going to remain the same. No, it's never too late to start a universe mode. Now I know what you might be thinking. Well, the new game is going to be coming out, so hype for WWE 2K17, and I'm just going to use 2K17 as an example since that is the current year, but this applies for any game in the future and any game, really any scenario I've encountered in the past. But when the new game is coming around the corner, and it's doesn't even really have to be around the corner, really, there have been talks for WWE 2K18 for months, even before now. As I'm recording this video in August, people have been talking about the new game as early as April, March, maybe even February. Really, it's once the DLC, the final DLC for the old game comes out, that's when everybody wants to jump on no, not even the old game. Why am I saying the old game? Once the DLC for the current game comes out, people are ready for the next one. It's just that transition always happens, and so as you get closer to the release date of the next game, obviously people are going to be interested in the news coverage, the speculation for the new game. So yeah, views for 2K17 content might start to die down as 2K18 rolls around. So on that front, I could kind of understand being concerned, like, oh, I might not, people aren't really looking for 2K17 universe modes anymore. People are just ready for 2K18, and then when that happens, then there'll be all the hype, so naturally I should start making videos then, yeah? And while I do understand that sentiment, you want to strike while the iron's hot, I would have to strongly disagree with that statement for a number of reasons. People might not be looking for universe modes at this point. People might just be concerned with the new game and coverage of the new game, and they don't really care about WWE 2K17. I think that's understandable from a casual gamer's perspective, someone who it's different for me because I've been making videos on the game for so long, so I try to get the maximum mileage out of each game as possible because let's face it, if I wasn't making videos about WWE 2K, I probably wouldn't be getting the game on a yearly basis. Like, I was getting it before I started making videos, I got it on a yearly basis, but right now I've become sort of disillusioned with the wrestling product. Maybe that's not the proper word, but it just doesn't really interest me what WWE has been putting on, and everyone's saying, oh, you should get into all these other wrestling companies, but that's besides the point. Right now, I'm just less interested in wrestling, so if I wasn't making these videos that I'm doing now, which I enjoy making, I probably wouldn't be getting 2K18. I probably would have just stuck with 2K17 if I would have even gotten that far. But I can understand why people would be excited for the new game and why that type of content typically takes over around this time period. However, I don't feel that your main concern with making a universe mode should be getting views right off the bat. In fact, if I think that the new game is just around the corner, if it's a few months away, I think that should give you all the more reason to make a series now because you've got a couple of months to work out the kinks, a couple of months to experiment. When it comes to making a universe mode, your priority, first and foremost, should be to improve your craft. For someone like me, it took me several years to finally get to a point that I was satisfied with, but that's not the same for everybody. Some people I've seen nowadays who are starting out universe modes, and they're putting on great shows right off the bat, but even still, you might start off with a good show, but you can always improve. There's always room to improve. So that's why I would think that starting off earlier, even just getting that few months head start, is good, if only for the experience. And if you end up creating something that you don't like, you can always just restart, make a new universe mode when the new game does come out. But take advantage of those 2, 3, maybe 4 months before the game to, figure out your style, find what you enjoy, what you need to work on, what you need to improve on, and just take that time to learn, take that time to grow. But even if you want to put that aside, if you don't care about getting experience, you don't care about any of that, ask yourself a question. Do you want to make that universe mode right now? If not, go ahead and wait. But if you do, why would you wait several months to do something that you want to do right now? To step away from universe mode for a moment, think of your favorite TV show, or maybe a chance to get together with friends. If you want to hang out with your friends right now, would you wait several months to ask them to hang out, to come up with some sort of a plan? If you want to watch a couple of episodes of your favorite TV show right now, Would you wait several months to watch those episodes? Okay, you might say, but that doesn't involve creating anything. You're not giving me a proper example here. So let's say that you want to draw a picture. Let's say, pretend that you're good at drawing, if you're not. Like me, I'm terrible at drawing. So let's say that you really want to draw this picture of something. You're feeling really inspired to make this thing. Why would you put that off for several weeks if you want to do it right now? I can't say that I'm satisfied with the hype mentality, how the new game will completely overshadow the current game before the new game has even come out. But that's just something that I've learned to accept. It's just something you have to accept because it's going to happen every year. People get excited for the new game and the old game gets pushed into the background. That's a given. It's gonna happen because people will get disillusioned with the current game because, let's face it, if you're not making videos on it like I am, or if you just aren't really passionate about playing the game, making your own stuff without like actually creating something for YouTube or, you know, some online thing. If you're just playing it to play it, but you really enjoy playing it, then for the people who aren't like that, who don't enjoy playing the game or aren't making something out of the game, like why would they want to keep playing a game that they might see as inferior? Because let's face it, WWE 2K17, like every game before it, had issues. Each WWE game, that's just the problem of a yearly release, is that they're not going to be able to iron out the kinks of each game with each successive game. They would have to take more time to do that, and because they're operating on a yearly release schedule, they're not going to do that. They don't have any reason to change up their yearly release schedule either, because everyone buys the games. Everyone is just going to buy it with a yearly release anyway, and they'll take the product that they get, so they don't have any reason to change that formula. But if you're just a casual gamer or just someone who likes playing wrestling games but isn't really satisfied with the current product, you have no reason really to keep looking for stuff about that game. At that point, I think it just comes down to the type of content that specific creators are creating. For example, if you like Delzinski's Universe Mode or Murph's Universe Mode, if you like the entertainment aspect, the way that they present their shows, then you'll be more motivated to watch that. Whereas you're not just going to go looking for a WWE 2K17 Universe Mode just because you're not that interested in the game. By that point, you're only interested in the creators that you're already following because you like their style of presentation. You might be less willing to go out and find others. And while I could complain about how good creators who are making fantastic 2K17 content are getting buried under the mounds of news videos, of reaction videos, of the new 2K18 information, that just happens. It's gonna happen. It's just something that happens. It's just something I have to accept. At the end of the day, the most important aspect of making a universe mode is you, the creator. It's not the potential views or the stats that you could get. It's not even about the audience that you bring in. It's ultimately about you. Are you enjoying what you were doing? I recently put my universe mode on a hiatus for a little bit just because there was other content that I was more interested in making. And I felt as though if I forced myself to keep making universe mode videos at the rate that I was making them, I would get less interested in making those types of videos, and the quality of the product would suffer because of it. So I did take a bit of a break from that, but that small break gave me a bit of a chance to breathe, and it gave me a chance to rekindle my passion for making these videos like I do. So am I gonna wait for the new game to come out to resume making my universe mode videos just because there might be a bigger potential to get views or new subscribers, to try to bring in a bigger audience just because it's the hot new thing? No, I'm gonna make the videos right now because I wanna make them right now. And I'd say especially if you're just starting out, the big thing is just to jump right into it, if that's what you wanna do. Because the more you put it off, the more you delay it, the less progress you're ultimately making. And that in turn affects how quickly you're going to be able to master your craft, how quickly you're going to be able to improve at it. Hopefully that makes sense. This is another one of those questions that I get that I figured it would just be easier to give an answer in a video rather than answering each individual question and just repeating myself like a parrot. But thank you for watching yet another one of these videos. I am hoping to get Universe Mode back up and running here shortly. I'm looking to get to Payback. I really want to get caught up. I was originally hoping to get 3 pay-per-views in before the new game. Realistically, I think I'm only gonna hit 2 because I really don't want to try to force it in there and then have the quality of the product suffer. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe because I've reduced my weekly shows to 2 instead of 3, maybe I'll be able to fit something in there. But I wouldn't count on it. Just expect the Payback Battleground to be left over. But Universe Mode is going to come back. I'm not going to promise a release date because, I don't know, things could change. But I'm hoping to get back into production on it really soon. So until the next video that I make, keep on YouTubing.